Hi. Do you like beer? Because I do. And I don't care what it is that you drink, whether it's craft, name brand, or home brew. It really doesn't matter. The problem that we're facing right now is pretty big. And if you have a second, I want to let you know about it and how I feel about it. You see, this is a pint of a craft brew. It's brewed locally by people I know. This beer means more than a profit margin to just a company, the bottom line to a business meeting or a board review. The most important thing about craft beer is, see, it's not the ingredients. I don't know which hops they used. I don't know what grain bill this was. But I know I like it. It's cool, it's crisp, but most importantly, it brought people into my life. The people who make it, the people who serve it, and the people that I'm going to introduce it to, and I'm going to share it with. See, that's the big thing about craft beer. Craft beer connects us directly with the people who have brought it into our lives. I can still remember the very first craft brew that I ever had. I don't remember the beer. I remember my brother handing it to me. I can still remember the first time that I got to meet the person who made their beer. I'm still friends with him today. I've swam at his house. I've drank his beer at his brewery. He's a friend of mine, and I wish him the best. But here's the problem. Right now in Texas, the Associate of Brewers has estimated that 2 out of every 3 breweries in Texas are going to close just because of loss of profits. Because we can't go patron these people the way they deserve to be. See, that same bar, it's not just about my friend and the beer that he brews. It's about the bartender that pours it into the glass for me. Every time I go in, she remembers my name, my kids' names, my wife's name. That means something. That connection between people and product is what makes craft beer so unique. Look, I don't know the guy that brings the name brand beer to my local grocery store, but I know the guy that delivers the kegs to my local bar. I know his wife. I know their new baby. I know the people who brought that beer to that bar because they're the beer distributor, and that's part of their job. See, the whole goal of the craft beer movement is to bring people together over this, not because of it, more or less in spite of it. See, a beer is like a glass of sweet tea here in Texas. And I want you to try to close your eyes and imagine what Texas would be like if we didn't have that sweet tea. We'd still have each other. We'd have a lot less memories around that glass. So this weekend, I'd like you to do a favor for me. Go out and buy a 6-pack directly from one of your local craft breweries. Talk to them. Let them know that you care. Take that 6-pack home and then call 5 of your friends and tell them to do the exact same thing. Then I want you to trade one of those beers. Create your own experience around it. Drink them together if you're brave enough to face it, or just trade beers and experience it together. But those 6 people, you can make a difference. You might save one of these breweries if enough of us can get together and literally drink them back into business. It doesn't take a lot. You know, I grew up in an age where everything has been about craft beer. I've never known a world or Texas that wasn't full of craft breweries. I literally have had my fill of every style and take and type, and it's almost nauseating how much overload it is. But I don't want to go back to the 1970s where there's 3 beers and they're all served out of the same glass. I want that variety. Most importantly, I want those people to stay. I want to meet the rest of them. So share those beers amongst yourselves this weekend. Try them. Talk about them. Start doing that every weekend. Look, I'm not telling you to stop drinking the same light beer that you probably enjoy. I still buy name brand beer. But they're still going to be here once all of this is over and life gets back to normal. However, your favorite craft brewery might not be. This is your chance to save something. And look, I know, this isn't the rainforest, okay? It's not a coral reef. But you can make a difference, not just to an industry, but to an individual. Those people that poured their blood, sweat, tear, and literal life savings into making this glass for us. And all they want us to do is enjoy it. So go enjoy it with them. Believe me, they miss us just as much as we miss sitting there and drinking it with them. Drink local, drink well, drink often, drink responsibly. Enjoy.